exploitation and ethics charges. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jerry Hayes.
And I'm Christine Killmeyer. District Judge Doug Patterson is being prosecuted by the Alabama Attorney General's office, and those charges were brought by a special grand jury. It's our big story of the day. Patterson appointed to the bench in 2016.
WHNT News 19's chief investigative reporter Brian Lawson been following the story. Joins us now in the newsroom. Brian, what is Patterson accused of doing?
You know, the short answer, stealing. Stealing from clients as an attorney and using his office to steal from the court's juvenile services fund. Prosecutors say he took more than $47,000 from that fund and a nearly identical amount while serving as the conservator for an incapacitated client. We learned in early September that Patterson was under investigation, but neither state nor county officials would comment beyond that. We now know that Patterson was no longer presiding over cases beginning around that point.
So a crooked-ass judge.
Pending the outcome of this case. Attorney General Steve Marshall issued a statement that reads in part, "The allegations contained in this indictment shock the conscience and illustrate a callous and selfish disregard for the law, as well as the welfare of Alabama's most vulnerable citizens, children and incapacitated seniors."
Brian, if he is convicted, what kind of prison time would Patterson be looking at?
So he's charged with using his office for personal gain and financial exploitation of the elderly. Both of those charges carry a 2 to 20-year prison term and $30,000 fines.
All right, so Brian, are there any other accusations involved in this?
Yep. He's charged with stealing from another elderly client after that person died, something between $500 and $1,500 from the client's account. That's a third-degree theft charge that can bring a sentence of a year in prison. Patterson is the second Limestone County public official to be indicted in recent months on using his office for personal gain. Sheriff Mike Blakely was indicted on a similar charge in August. We'll have more on this developing story coming up at 5 o'clock. In the newsroom, Brian Lawson, WHNT News 19.
And like I said before, here's another one. This is a judge arrested for stealing from dead people, stealing from the elderly. Just another judge in the news, Douglas Patterson. And this judge here, I'm sure he'll get out with a slap on the wrist. Happy Fuck the Judges Day for Eric Brandt. They're all crooked. I could find hundreds of them without even trying to look hard. How long ago was this one? This wasn't even a couple weeks old. Another crooked judge with a robe and people with tin plates and guns to protect him. I hope he ends up in there with some of the worst that he's stuck in there. We know he'll get out of it without anything, 'cause they always do. But to Douglas Patterson, happy Fuck the Judges Day. One more time, every day.